Have you ever found yourself standing in front of an open fridge at like 10 p.m., fighting with your own stomach? Yeah, you are not alone. We've all been told to avoid eating late at night, right? But what if I told you the problem isn't if you eat, but what you eat? Today, we are going to unlock the secrets to a healthy late-night snack that can actually help you sleep better. So picture this. It's late. You're finally winding down for the day. And then you feel it. That unmistakable growl from your stomach. And just like that, the age-old dilemma kicks in. Do you ignore it and risk a terrible night's sleep, or do you march to the kitchen?
Honestly, it feels like a total lose-lose situation. If you go to bed hungry, your blood sugar could crash and jolt you awake at 2 in the morning. But if you grab the wrong thing, something sugary or greasy, you're basically just asking for acid reflux and a blood sugar roller coaster that will absolutely destroy your sleep. So what if there's a third option, a much, much smarter one?
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to solve this dilemma once and for all. First, we'll break down the problem itself. Then, we'll expose the foods that are sabotaging your sleep. After that, we'll get to the good stuff, the smart snacking solution, what you should actually have in your pantry, and finally, the simple rules to become a master of nighttime fuel. Okay, let's jump right in. The biggest myth we need to bust right off the bat is that all eating before bed is bad for you. That's just plain wrong. The real issue has never been if you eat, it's always been about what you're eating and when you're eating it. So there's actually a whole science behind this, and it's called chrononutrition. And it's pretty fascinating. Think of your body's metabolism like a big, busy office. During the day, it's fully staffed, ready to handle huge projects, like a big meal. But at night, the office shuts down, and just a small cleaning crew comes in to focus on rest and repair. So throwing a big, heavy meal at that night crew, well, it's just a recipe for chaos. It means your body handles food completely differently after dark. So you're probably wondering, which foods are the worst offenders here? Well, let's meet the sleep saboteurs. These are the snacks that are actively working against your body's mission to rest and repair. Now, some of these are kind of obvious, right? Like a greasy burger or a late-night espresso is a clear no-go. But what about something like dark chocolate? People call that a health food, or even just raw onions in a salad. Turns out every single one of these messes with your sleep in a very specific way.
Seriously, these foods wage an all-out war on your sleep. Sugar sends your energy on a crazy spike and crash roller coaster that's guaranteed to wake you up. Spicy foods act like a tiny furnace inside you, raising your body temperature when it actually needs to cool down for sleep. Fatty foods force your digestive system to work overtime when it should be clocked out for the night. And that glass of wine, it might make you feel drowsy at first, but it completely shatters your sleep cycle later on, robbing you of that deep, restorative REM sleep you really need.
Okay, but here is the fantastic news. We can totally reframe that late-night snack. We can turn it from a sleep saboteur into a sleep supporter. The right kind of snack can actually stabilize your blood sugar, give your body nutrients for overnight repair, and help you hit your sleep and fitness goals. You know, as sports dietitian Jenna Stanglin says, for active people, a strategic snack isn't a cheat meal. It's a tool. It supports your metabolism, your hormones, and your body's internal clock. When you do it right, it's actually a tool for better recovery and better rest. So, rule number 1 of smart snacking, keep it light. We're talking about satisfying a little bit of hunger, not eating a whole fourth meal. Aiming for around 200 calories is the sweet spot. Think a small apple with a spoonful of peanut butter, not a whole slice of pizza. This keeps your digestive system from getting totally overloaded. The perfect sleep-friendly snack has 3 main building blocks. First, you want some protein to keep you full and your blood sugar stable. Second, some complex carbs and fiber for a nice, steady release of energy. And third, just a little bit of healthy fat to help you feel satisfied and to help regulate your hormones. And we can get even more strategic here by targeting specific nutrients that basically act like natural sleep aids. You've got tryptophan, which helps your brain produce that sleepy time hormone, melatonin. Then there's magnesium, which is like a natural chill pill for your nervous system. Some foods, like walnuts, even come with their own dose of melatonin. And casein protein, which you find in dairy, is the perfect slow-burning fuel for overnight muscle repair. Okay, enough of the science. Let's get practical. It's time to stock your pantry and your fridge with some snacks that are not only delicious, but are also powerful sleep promoters. First up, Greek yogurt. This stuff is a powerhouse. It is packed with that slow-digesting casein protein we just talked about, which is great for muscle repair and keeping you full. Plus, it has calcium, which your body uses to help turn tryptophan into melatonin.
A small handful of almonds or walnuts is another fantastic choice. Almonds are loaded with magnesium to help your nervous system calm down. And walnuts are really special. They're one of the few foods that naturally contain melatonin, the actual sleep hormone.
And speaking of melatonin, tart cherries are one of the absolute best natural food sources you can find. I mean, research has actually shown that eating them or drinking tart cherry juice can improve both how long you sleep and how good that sleep is.
And don't just keep oatmeal for breakfast. A small, warm bowl at night can be incredibly soothing. The complex carbs give you that steady energy release, and oats also naturally contain a little bit of melatonin.
All right, now let's talk about some power pairings, because this is where we can combine these ingredients for maximum effect. Cottage cheese with tart cherries? That's a double whammy of muscle-repairing protein and natural melatonin. A small banana with almond butter gives you relaxing magnesium plus healthy fats to keep you feeling full. And if you want something savory, a little bit of turkey on crackers gives you sleep-inducing tryptophan, and the crackers provide the carbs your brain needs to actually use it.
So, to pull this all together, let's boil everything we've learned down into a simple set of rules for success. Think of this as your personal guide to mastering the art of the late-night snack.
There are really just 4 simple steps. 1. Time it right. Give your body at least an hour, maybe 2, to start digesting before you lie down. 2. Keep it small. Remember that 250-calorie ceiling. 3. Balance your macros, protein plus carbs or fat. And 4. Hydrate smartly. Have some water with your snack, but then try to cut off the fluids in that final hour before bed.
And you know what? This is about more than just one snack. The bigger picture here is consistency. People who eat their meals at regular times, day in and day out, they just sleep better. That routine acts like an anchor for your body's internal clock, and it helps everything run so much more smoothly. So, here's the bottom line, the most important takeaway. The goal is to work with your body, not against it. When you align your eating with your body's natural clock, a small, nutrient-rich snack becomes this incredibly powerful tool. It's fuel for restoration. It gives your body what it needs to rest, repair, and recover all night long. So now you have the playbook. You know how to turn late-night hunger into your secret weapon for better sleep. The power is literally in your hands. The only question left is, how are you going to choose to fuel your rest tonight?